This is a Central ARWX Storm Center weather update. This is
Well, good evening, Central Arkansas, and a very happy Sunday to everybody out there here in Central Arkansas. A very nicer day. We finally broke the 100 streak, and I have good news for you. We go 2 days in a row without the 100, so that's a very, very, very good thing after what I call basically what it is, the hell that we've been through over the last 2 weeks when it comes to heat and humidity, especially when it comes to the weather, especially for those of us who like me, work outside on a regular basis. But overall, though, we have a very quiet evening here around Central Arkansas compared to 24 hours ago. But that being said, changes are coming. We're going to be continuing to watch overnight tonight and into the early morning hours. On your Monday, we're going to be looking through here to see what develops, because whatever develops here is going to be moving towards the southeast, towards us here in Central Arkansas, with a good possibility, and I'll show you here in just a little bit, of widespread rainfall across much of the region this evening. But before we get there, though, we get to deal with one more warm and humid night here across Central Arkansas. It's not bad out there, but a little bit more humidity to the atmosphere, and that's what you want to see if you want to deal with widespread rainfall coming up. Now, I'll go over that here in just a minute. Coming in at a warm 93 in Malvern and Hot Springs, 90 in Benton, 86 in Sheridan at this hour, 90 up there in Perryville, 90 up there in Emeraldton and Conway, 84 in Searcy and Lone Oak, our cool spots at this hour. As I mentioned, rain at last. Widespread rainfall is expected on your Monday, and it's going to be significant for some, but regardless, though, it's going to be a very decent amount of rainfall for us here in Central Arkansas. Some of the most widespread rainfall we have seen in quite some time. Again, severe weather threat on the lower end of things. We do have that severe risk overnight. I don't think it's going to be significant at all whatsoever, but the bigger story is going to be tomorrow, because we get to deal with not only the rainfall but the cooler temperatures as well. I'll show you those maps here in just a minute. We go to Tuesday, though. Things change again. We get to deal with another heat wave coming up. Not as bad as it has been, but still highs in the upper 90s to low 100s area-wide, and that continues really through our Labor Day weekend. Continuing to watch Labor Day for that chance of a pattern change. There's not significant right now, but the chances are very low, but I like the odds for us to see some sort of pattern change as we go into your Labor Day weekend. So hang tight, we're almost there. We just got a little bit longer to go. Now, overnight, we do have a severe weather outlook. Again, that is for the threat of damaging winds, level 1 risk for the northwestern parts of the area, Perryville, Morrilton, Conway, places like that, Y Mountain. Again, it's not going to be significant at all, but the threat for damaging winds is there up to 45 to 60 miles an hour, and this is going to be after 2 a.m. Again, not expecting anything significant when it comes to severe weather. The biggest story is going to be the rainfall, but regardless, we get to see a significant change in the atmosphere compared to what we saw 24 hours ago and really over the past 2 weeks. Now, along with the rainfall, along with the severe threat, we also have an excessive rainfall outlook. This is a good thing if you want long periods of rainfall as well. Yes, it is a risk for flash flooding because storms trending over the same area. But that being said, it is a widespread chance of rainfall for the first time in quite some time. This is for tonight. Now, this goes through about 7 a.m. in the morning then. So I forgot to put the level 2 up there, but the level 2, or the day 2, has it over the entire region for us as well. So that is something that is there as well. So this is the forecast to give you a generalized idea. Widespread rainfall over a good portion of the forecast area. Won't be shocked if I have to adjust this a little bit to the southwest in the morning. Some data coming in actually brings the rainfall more widespread and covers the entire region for rainfall, especially later into Monday morning into the afternoon hours. But that being said, original thoughts were this was going to end by Monday around midday. Now, current guidance indicates it's going to be lasting through much of the day Monday and into Monday evening. So, that being said, low severe risk, very, 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 very low, isolated at best. There's not even a risk outlook for tomorrow, so that's a very good thing. But the bigger story continues to be the chance for widespread rainfall, and on top of that, cooler air. Tomorrow's going to be the best day temperature-wise we've seen in probably 3 months, dating back to probably, well, let's call it 2 months to the end of June, just to be on the safe side. But the coolest day we've seen in quite some time. 80s for highs for many of us for the first time since late June. And again, no 100s in sight. Even my folks in Garland County, Hot Spring County, Grant County, low to mid 90s. Not seeing anything significant, but mid 90s will be a possibility as well. But again, that being said, the more cloud cover we see, the less I think we get to 90. I'm going 91, 92 down there, just because of that possibility of clouds not being quite as thick as elsewhere here in Central Arkansas. And there, of course, it is the Monday rainfall outlook when it comes to excessive rainfall. As you can see, this covers the majority of our forecast area here in Central Arkansas. And the reason why I like this outlook is because it shows a pretty good idea on what I expect when it comes to when it comes to widespread rainfall on your Monday here as well. Now, does this mean everybody's going to see rainfall? No, but what this means is there's a very low chance that we could see a few flooding risks, especially if we do get heavy rain, because with a dry ground, the rain tends to run off of our ground instead of soaking in. So that's something we'll have to watch. I don't foresee a big risk with that, but there is a good chance for us to get a good soaking rainfall on your Monday. Now, this is average rainfall totals. Generally, a half an inch up to an inch of rainfall is possible. Most areas are going to see a quarter inch to 3/4 inch across the northeastern half of the area, and then, of course, less than a quarter inch to the places like Hot Springs, Malvern, Sheridan, places like that. But closer to Little Rock, Conway, Searcy, we will see more rainfall. Now, I do expect some areas to pick up an inch of rainfall. Where that is remains to be seen. It's going to really depend on how the rainfall tracks. If it stays kind of northeast of the region, then places in White County could see more widespread. If it sits over the central third of the forecast area, like Morrilton, Conway, Little Rock, that area could see an inch or more rainfall. If it shifts southwest, well, then you get the general idea. Regardless, this is an average, but that being said, widespread rainfall is becoming increasingly likely for us here on our Monday. Now, tonight, it's going to be a quiet night overall, but as we head late into the nighttime hours after 2 a.m., we will see those rain and thunderstorm chances go up. Widespread rainfall becoming likely by sunrise for places like Morrilton, Conway, and Searcy. Towards mid-morning for folks in Little Rock, Lone Oak, Benton, Bryant. And then, of course, a little bit lesser coverage as we head towards Hot Springs and Malvern, places like that. Won't see any rainfall until some time tomorrow, so I've kept the rain chances very low there. Regardless, lows in the low to mid-70s area-wide. Now, enjoy this 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, great 80s for highs to low 90s. After that, we go back to 100 on Tuesday and stay in the upper 90s to low 100s through the end of the period. Looking beyond as we round out August and start September, notice we start that downtrend heading towards the Labor Day holiday. Now, that being said, I want to caution on this. This is going off of my thoughts on what we could see going into Labor Day weekend. This is not a given yet. I'm still keeping highs above average for now, but rain chances look to increase, and as well the chance of cooler air also looks just around or beyond the Labor Day holiday. So I'm not getting my hopes up just yet, but we are on the tail end of what has been a very significant heat wave. So I know everybody's tired of summer, ready for summer to be over with. We're almost there. We just got to get through another stretch. My advice is enjoy tomorrow. I know I will. It's going to be some of the best weather we've seen in quite some time. Rainfall is going to be seen. Now, who gets widespread rainfall versus who is scattered, we will know much more in the morning. And, of course, as always, I will keep you updated right here on your source for all things Central Arkansas weather.
From the Central ARWX Storm Center, this has been a weather update.